okay, that can be proven in a court of law or something that mutual people agree on, and then you have your thinking about it. So the circumstance could be your ability to make money, your bank balance, and when I say ability to make money, I mean that real estate is unlimited.
Yeah.
Because that I believe is a fact. So anything that's a fact, and then you have your thought about it. Of course, your parents, your teachers, when you were young, you're thinking many of their thoughts, and you don't even realize it. Okay, we are programmed, and we don't we don't pay a lot of attention to that by the outside world. Okay, and not all of it is bad, right? But we have the ability to evaluate what we want to keep and what we don't want to keep. And I want to go back a little bit about being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that you don't be realistic, and but so you make a goal. And I mean, realism obviously is important, and math is important. I already mentioned that. But when you're talking about your goals, you can make your goal for $1 million, and you just have to figure out how to do it and figure out how to get over your limiting beliefs. And if you can do that, you can be at the level of Mike, right? Mike? Yeah. So hopefully that helps. But this thought downloading is very important to find out those limiting beliefs. And then evaluate whether or not you want to keep them.
Yeah. Well, and there's your key too, as well. It's wherever they are in their production and process, somebody has done what they want to do. So there's nothing that's unrealistic. It's just, are they willing to figure out the mental process and do what it takes to do it?
Yeah. So CTFAR is the model that I use. And you can find that on my Instagram and my Facebook. And, so when you're coaching people, I know we're not talking about people and about what you do, but I do want to ask you a question. I mean, you strategize with your clients. And so when you're strategizing with them, what percentage of people actually follow through on all the strategy that you have a track record of producing?
Yeah, great question. Well, I'm not sure about the actual percentage, but I can tell you that when we go through the process, we think about the someday process, we think about the 5-year process, the 1-year process, and then go put that down into figuring out what their main priority is for that year that's going to help them get to the 5 and the someday. What I find is that people that will not do that and bring it down into the most simplistic one thing, to take Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, if they will not do that, they will not succeed. But if they will put it into something as simplistic, and I do it, I still do it to this day. I come out with my one thing for the year that I'm going to accomplish that has three priorities and 5 strategies with each. And every single day I come up with, what am I going to do for this year? And it came to the point for you, and I had a class with somebody the other day, and he had lots of things. And he said, I want to go to this conference and this conference. And I started asking, well, why? Well, because that's the thing that, I'm going to learn that so I can know it for the future. Is that part of what your one thing is for now? Or could you spend those extra 3 days with your family? Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's part of the real estate thing. I think one of the most dangerous things are these conferences that have all kinds of people around them. Sometimes it's good, but when they have all kinds of things to buy around and they start seeing the squirrels, it's one of the most dangerous things in the world.
Yeah. I call it consumption, and it's something to just be, am I a consumer or am I a producer?
Yes, you got it.
That's a great question to ask to ask ourselves.
That is absolutely. It's an awesome question. So how do they, this is a trend as you of getting to this point, and it's something that you've done. How does somebody actually follow up on this process to get in touch with you to start this mental process?
Okay, yeah. Well, I have a 15-minute decision call where I will, chat with someone to see if we're a fit, because it's very important to me that we're a fit. Most of the women that I help are stuck somehow. They have had some success and they feel stuck, and they want to get unstuck. Okay, and so the way they can reach me is through my decision call site, which is www.decided.me, or they can reach me on my website, which is www.audreylawlesscoaching.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think? When you're talking to I'm going to go back. How did you decide to specialize in women, females?
Because of everything that I've gone through personally,
Mm-hmm.
and also being experienced in being in, a sales job, and having that understanding of what it takes to be successful. I have 3 daughters. I was a single mom for several years during the height of the mortgage boom back 2006 to 2004 to 2008. I was a single mom. And so I understand what it takes for women. It's unique for us because we have demands on us that, and when I say demands, there are our own demands that we create for ourselves based on what we say we have to do, but they're still there. And so I have a lot of compassion for women, and helping them just create boundaries, create better stories for themselves, self-appreciate themselves, and basically stop buffering with things like alcohol, overeating, looking for attention from outside of themselves. And so those are the things that I help women with, that I understand, and can coach them on. So
Would
I hope
you
that
think
answers
those
the
are
question.
the biggest challenges for the women that you speak with?
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're trained, women are trained to seek external gratification.
Yeah.
And until we can learn that we are able to create that gratification within ourselves, for ourselves, no matter what, I'm telling you, women, no matter what, you get to create that for yourself, no matter where you're at. And once you learn how to do that, you're free. You're literally free. And so that is what I want to teach and share with women.
That's awesome.
I'm getting chills just talking about it. Yeah.
Well,
So,
it's you're making a difference in people's lives, and a lot of people do the coaching thing. We talk about the money thing all the time, and so do the agents do, but it comes to a different point, and it's when an agent starts realizing the same thing, that they're changing people's lives just like you're doing that, then it becomes something that's truly worthwhile. So thank
yeah,
you very much for
of course.
sharing and doing this.
Yes, definitely.
Anything that you want to add? We didn't go over any of your questions, but anything you
Well, we kind of talked about technology, and I wanted to say something about that.
Yes.
And share something personal from my story. So back in 2008, when the mortgage meltdown happened, and I had a lot of my identity placed in being a top producer and my mortgage business. And when that meltdown happened, I had a lot of negativity that happened. And because of that negativity, I missed out on a lot of opportunity. Okay. That opportunity being that I did have savings, but I did not use my savings to buy property. Okay. And the people that did, they did not have negative thinking. They knew it was an opportunity. They took advantage of it. And so the same is here with technology. Okay, like never before, technology is allowing us to brand ourselves. Okay, and brand ourselves for very inexpensively. All right, and so that's what I wanted to share, is just basically, if you're having negative thinking about technology, just stop it. Stop having negative thinking and start figuring out how it can assist you in building your brand and getting yourself out there. I mean, I have a little list here of like consistency wins, videos win, shameless bragging wins. Okay, it feels uncomfortable to have your picture on things and be on video all the time, but guess what? Your other realtors are doing it in front of your network because they're friends with friends of theirs and they're advertising to them. So you need to also be doing this. So those are some of the things that I help my clients with, is getting over the stories they have in their heads about confidence and being willing to put themselves out there in a bigger way. Okay, people want to see you. They want to get to know you. They want to have a relationship with you, even though they don't really have a relationship, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you do that, if you're willing to commit to that and feel uncomfortable in doing it because you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, then you will win with technology.
So where should they start on that? We'll stay there for a little bit. Where should they start on there?
I teach having a social media calendar,
Okay.
a schedule that you plan out a week ahead of time. And on that, you need someone to help you with graphics if you don't know how to do it. You need to have professional photos taken and get a logo done. And you're going to, if you don't have coming soons, just listed, in escrow, sold, you're going to do quotes. You're going to do Tuesday tips, little video tips of giving value to your clients. You're going to do Facebook stories and Instagram stories of what you're doing in your day. If you're door knocking, if you're making calls, if you're hanging out with your dog, I don't care. You just want to get out in front of your clients. And you're also going to add people as friends to your Facebook. And you're going to become friends with them. You're going to send them little messages on Messenger and say hi to them and like their post. Okay? So these are just all ideas that I have and that I help my clients with. I also have, go ahead, sorry.
So they're building a relationship, basically.
Yes.
And letting people get to know, like, and trust them.
Exactly. Like never before. And it's there. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah. I run a 5-day video boot camp for female real estate agents, and I haven't scheduled the next one yet. But what we do is we're amongst our peers, and we practice video for 5 days, including a Facebook Live. And that is created for women not only to meet each other, but also to help you build confidence on video and speaking, to the public.
Do their videos have to be perfect when they start doing this, Audrey?
No, they should not be perfect. We go for B+ work, okay? And that feels kind of strange for anyone that might be a perfectionist, but yeah, we want to go for B+ in most everything we do, and we want to fail forward. We want to take risks.
Love it. Love it. So, I hear this from people. So, because video's huge and you're saying, do these videos, what do I say? Oh, wait a minute, my hair's not okay. I don't have the right clothes on. This is me on video right here. This is that, that every few days I'll shave if I need to. Now, if I'm going to go meet a client, I will look at how they are, and I'll probably model what they're doing. But I'm hat, and this is just real. And so what do you suggest when they say, I don't know what to say, I don't look perfect, I don't, what do I do?
Well, since I coach women, I have to say that women do not think like you. Okay. Yeah. That's the first thing.
Perfect.
Yes, women do not think like you. So we do have, you know, these thoughts in our heads that we have to show up a certain way and look a certain way.
Mhm.
And what we want to do is we want to challenge those beliefs and then know that the person that's watching you may also be without makeup, with, you know, with their hair, you know, in a ponytail or whatever. So you want to relate to your client base and, like you said, model. And so, but when you're modeling, your clients are not only perhaps, you know, being professional, but also they're casual too, and they likely have a family too, so they want to relate to you. So that, I
Single
mean, so that's what,
moms.
yeah. So you're basically, yeah, exactly. I mean, when I'm a grandma, I am for sure having the, you know, the pack on with a kid in the front, talking to my coaching my clients, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah, because people can relate to you, and that's the beauty of our business. And so it's just a matter of like, you know, hearing yourself, this like talk in your head, and you know, hearing that or feeling that fear, and then being like, bring it
Awesome.
on. Like it's all bullshit. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't do
No, you're spot on.
that.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, you're right, because people want to know who you are. That is, I don't know how many people have actually said, and after I do videos and things like that, said, dude, you're real. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what they want. Yep.
Is it?
Yeah, the days of going to the banker and having to dress up, and the banker's dressed up, and there's this big formal, you know, union. Those days are over. We want real people. We want vulnerability. You know, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing that the tech companies can't compete with, because they're not local, they're not real, and they're not going to send you a personalized message on Facebook, and they're not going to ask you to go have a cup of coffee.
Right. Yes. I believe in humans and vulnerability and loyalty. Yeah. So those things exist for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. This outstanding. Anything else that you'd like to leave the audience, whoever's watching, with before we sign off on this session?
Um, I just wanted to say that women, I'm doing this for you, and I came into this to talk to you. And I just want you to know that whatever you're going through right now, it is solvable. Okay? There is another side. There is another way to look at it. And I just want to just give you that thought, just that idea that it is possible to snap out of whatever you're in right now. You need more sales, you're stuck, whatever it is possible to get out of that. And that's all I wanted to share, because that's why I'm here, is for women. And whatever limiting beliefs they're having right now, I want to let them know that it is possible to snap out of that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Audrey, I am grateful and I appreciate you. So how do they get in touch with you again, please?
You can reach me on my website, www.audreylawlesscoaching.com, or www.decided.me. It's all about making decisions, ladies.
Awesome.
Yep.
Go click the button down there and do decided.me and set up a session with Audrey. Go, stop right now. Put pause. Go. Okay. Did you do it yet? Okay. So, Audrey, thank you so much. Outstanding. And I look forward to speaking a lot more, getting to know you better, and learning as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And likewise, thank you.